Hey, how's it going, everybody? A little bit of Esper control going on. Try some Esper control with. Alright, let's try some Esper control. I saw Nassif's blue black Narset control. Also looked interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, blue white control is not very playable right now. So I think if you're gonna play control, either need to be looking at like what Nassif was doing yesterday or playing Esper, just because the vanishing verses are very much required right now. Although most Esper lists I've seen were on 4. I don't know if it's that clean cut alpha, but like I said, I think blue white's in a bad spot right now. So you'd want to be playing either blue black or Esper if you're going to play any control decks. But I think control's in a pretty bad spot in general at the moment. But I figure we give it a shot. Awkward mana begins. The draw. We have Sensor on 3. Not great. Alright, well this hand at least has a little bit more interaction we can do. Play one Fatal Push. Almost any deck that we want Fatal Push against. Verse will also do a good job. See what we got going on. Starting off hot with our mana base. Gruel? No, okay. Izzet Phoenix is an interesting one, at least. We have plenty of ways to kill their 2s, and it's just about dealing with Phoenixes in the late draw game. We'll see how they lead here. We'll kill that one. Yeah. Pulse. Sense. Alright, good draw. Let's us play our fiends and foretell this. We don't need to hold up counter spells quite yet. Danger. Pieces is fine. It finds actual nothing. That's rough for them. Cast this bold. I definitely like both of these. Draw the one that doesn't just first. You don't need to hold the verse here, but I would probably veto a cruise here. I don't mind taking one hit from a Phoenix. And not have to shock. It ends up being -1 damage to do it, but more likely to want to counter a cruise than to kill a Phoenix here. Sure. In there. Going for the second main cruise. We're gonna Vanishing Verse over playing Wandering Emperor because we want to be able to hold up our spells here. As long as we keep them constricted, we're in good. Shredder. Shredder number 2. Can't play a second spell there. Yep. So I played 2 Shredders, 1 Phoenix so far. Probably have 2 more Shredders, 3 more Phoenix, 1 thing in the ice, and 2 Halls as their threats. There goes an Arclight. I'm sure they have another spell. Firing things off. Hey, how's it going? Bad. Some blue-white control things. What's your take on Ascendancy with the Adalum speaker? It's still not doing enough to, I think, change its position in the metagame. I think it's a fine combo deck that's able to do reasonably. I don't think it's gonna be particularly disruptive to the metagame in general. Fine deck. Let's say no to that treasure cruise. Another one. I think they do. Hey, happy birthday, friend. Play the Shark Typhoon. Not how much we care. Hey, how's it going, Mike? So we're through 2 Phoenixes, 1 Hall, 2 Phoenixes, 1 Shredder. I think's fine. Be a 5/5, which still dies to Axe. Though they had no cards in hand. Had to draw. Just gonna plus. Good foretell plus verdict. I'll do that. Alright, you're up. Now we can hold up Shark Typhoon with a counter spell next turn for a big amount. They're off the board already. This is fine. Trespass, pieces, pierce, cruise. No threats though. Yes. If I'm them, I'm taking pieces, cruise while we're tapped out here. Cast another pieces and then a cruise. Think about Vanifear in Pioneer. It's kind of a non-thing. I've seen it exist for a hot minute, but it's hard to make a deck like that function very well. I took Pierce and 2 Delve spells. Interesting. Found the second hall. You're up. Not in a bad way. Just vibing. 6 in hand, just the right amount. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna take 3 turns. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, you can have 3 turns. That's fine. You got it. Okay. The blocker is down. 3 cards in hand and 3 turns. Sure. I think it's fine. Is having Rakdos and Mono Green better than all the other decks? I mean, there's always going to be top tier decks, right? You're never going to have a metagame that doesn't have a top deck. So, like, it's fine for there to be top decks. I think those 2 decks are probably a little bit further ahead of the curve than they should be, but perhaps not by enough that people need to rally around banning them. Look at 10 cards, put themselves to 14. Okay. Yeah, they'll find a Phoenix. Found 1 Phoenix. I'm gonna counter the second one. Spell Pierce. Alright. I think we're just, well, they only have 1 Phoenix. So there's 1 Phoenix in the bottom 4 cards of their deck. Yeah. So it's turn 2, they have a turn 3, and then a turn 4. And 6 and 6 is 1 short. Okay. I'm gonna take 2 more turns. Yeah, I agree. Vanapod's cute, but it does end up being a little lacking in terms of the rest of the format. Axe to bring back your own Phoenix. Nice, nice. Well, we ended up just not quite having it. We needed one fewer turns. The fact they've moved to playing 2 of the temporal trespasses is definitely tougher for any control deck. When it was only 1, even if they had taken 3 extra turns here, we were fine. It was the 4th extra turn that gets us, and then the 5th extra turn that gets us. Yeah. Alright, rest in peace, Dispute, and our set. They're less important, I think, here. And our sets, probably these, since we're going to be looking for rest in pieces. Down for this. Yeah, this is, again, having a bad late game against Phoenix is another reason to be rough. You're not wrong, Argo, but here's to see how it plays out. We've got the two sides of the Esper debate going. I think Esper and Control in general is in a bad spot in Pioneer. The blue-black deck that Nassif played yesterday is at least interesting to see how it adapts to the format in general. But Control is in a very bad spot right now. I don't think that changes anytime soon. A Shredder. Only beat Mono Green the current year. I mean, a lot of people. Deck's really good. Yeah, you would think the Control would beat mid-range, but it just doesn't. Just doesn't. Mid-range has too many 2-for-1s all across the board. I would like to put a Lyra Dawnbringer into play, please. They're like, I just used a Saneful Stroke and I have a Spell Pierce. Alright, hope you don't have Lightning Axis still in your deck. Odawara. Okay. Got it. I'm gonna not play the clicked yes by accident. If we die by 2 life, you saw the misclick in real time. This is a cruise, sure. Oh no. They find Lightning Axe. Oh yeah, make him think we have the dispute. Played a fairy. You pay for a spell pierce. If they have dispute, we have censor. Yeah. Getting to play the axe bait though. They played right into it though. True. Yeah, they could have probably disputed or used a different counterspell on Wandering Emperor and then Disdainful Stroke on Lyra. I'm guessing they were counting on us trying to jam it to Fairy. And their Spell Pierce didn't work on Lyra. One Dracus. Coming in for one at Teferi. Sure. Censor. This. Hell. We are loaded up on Shark Typhoon. That is for sure. They also shocked for no reason. They were just being kind, you know. They saw we shocked for no reason and they were like, huh. Well, okay. Got a little rip action. They figured out that's probably not going to help them out. All right, so they boarded in Crackling Drakes. Maybe we do want these verdicts. Some amount. A fight throwing magic cards at my wife. The joys of life. Yeah, it was a gentleman's agreement. We each take 2 for no reason. The joys. What I kind of want these verdicts to try and deal with a Crackling Drake with protection. The verses get a little worse. They have Drake, but not much worse because we do still need to answer Shredder. I like how we're boarded though. I mean, now they're gonna be in a spot where they gotta consider about how these are gonna play out. No, the thing about boarding out Lyra, right? Well, unfortunately, blue-white control is not very good. So if you're trying to play control, I think you need to have black in your deck. And I think it becomes an issue of like the black cards aren't exceptional, but I think you need access to things like Vanishing Verse, or you're just never beating green. And like even with these, it's not like it's going to be a particularly good matchup. It's just going to be playable. Take out some of our higher cost threats that are less likely to resolve for our creatures. Maybe they'll tap out for a Ledger Shredder here. Think we can get lucky? Oh, well, glad we brought back the what's it called? The Supreme Verdicts. Uh, I think they boarded very differently for this game. I'm estimating correctly. I'd like to cycle a Shark Typhoon, please. Even any removal opponent, or you just lose your best threat against us because you need to attack there. Huh. Oh, get another one. We'll rest in peace. Sure. Five. You got a lightning axe over there, opponent? We're asking a very, very direct question. A lightning axe over there, opponent? No? Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess. Opponent just like absolutely refused to defeat a 5/5. They just saw 5/5 and they were like, you know what? Couldn't be me. Get me out of here. I've never beaten a 5/5 in my life. And you know what? I respect it. There's something to be said about knowing what you're not gonna beat. Alright, we'll take the play. No, this hand ain't it. Alright, this hand's a little better. Morning, Ben. How you doing, friend? Get rid of it's a fairy. We're out here doing Esper things. Ben, I have to learn Modern this week. What am I supposed to play? Well, shit. We have all the tools, but we're a little bit mana mismatched here. Oath is actually good for us here. It means they're not slamming a Kiora. Remember, I have to learn this deck in a week. Learning Breach in a week seems like it would be a tricky one. And by a week, I mean probably 4 days, because I don't think I'm learning any decks today. Murktide? Ugh. You have a natural inclination for combo? To a degree. I don't know if I have that much of a inclination. I'm going to pick up Breach in a week. What I've seen, it seems like it's quite the difficult puzzle. What Modern decks have you played recently? None. I haven't touched Modern in a year, Ben. I do like Living End. I do like Scam. I mean, conceptually, I don't have any actual thoughts on the matter, but I have access to most decks, generally speaking. Two, three, four, five. They have a land that's fine. We just wanted to get this Wandering Emperor down. Are they gonna Kiora first? Domain Zoo. Deck might actually be a scam. True. I don't know. I just want something that can kill pretty easily. We're gonna trade here? That's good for me. Hmm. Welcome to Nine Ad Hell. You know, for $5 a month, you too can escape Ad Hell. Thanks, Twitch. You can even do it for free if you got that Prime Gaming kicking around. Hammer probably a great choice, not going in the format. Hard deck, but things need to play around are obvious. That's fair. Yeah, I'm just in a position where I have no idea what I want to play. I just know that I need to pick something and play something. Alright, well, backup Wandering Emperor to deal with this seems good. I think I saw it coming. I'll shock here so that I can hold up Veto. Two storms in the yard, scary. Sylvan Carrington. Deal. This is gonna be for 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no. Remember what we said about not letting that happen? Yo, Ben. Thank you for the 13 months. Forgot I had this. Look at that. The Prime Gamer speech gets him again. Gotta master my Ludwig. My inner Ludwig. Do you know Prime Gaming? Right, get rid of this Cavalier. Foretell this. Sin tapped. Okay. It's free. It's true. I gotta work on my ad reads too. I haven't been doing enough ad reads. Another Cav. Ugh. Oh, are they gonna float the Nykthos though? They are. Smart, 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 smart. They hit a Nykthos, they can storm. Look at them, they did. How rude. Needed it not to be last card Cavalier into Nykthos, into Storm. Well, this is why this matchup for all control decks is miserable. Look at this. We gotta draw Farewell or we die. Oh, they're gonna storm again too. We might just be dead anyway. Yeah. Untap. Get 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Storm again. Do it. Do it. Oh, they're on the Teferi version. Okay, good to know. Do it. Do it. How do they win here on the spot? I think they're 1 mana short, yeah. Even if they hit like Karn Nykthos, they'd be 1 short. Yeah, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Great on an empty board. Not so much on these kind of boards, huh? Yeah. Okay. Well. Funnily enough, they have 1 card in hand. Ooh. 3, 6, 7. Okay. Fatal push A plus on this board, Ben. Look at this. We're gonna fatal push this Kiora, then this Cav, then this Cav, then this Lair. It's not even close. Even close. The worst part is I desperately need to counter the storm, but I also need to desperately cast this Memory Deluge. So we're just like really in the bad way. Because we gotta dig 7 to look for Farewell. They'll miss? Well, they've only seen what, 1 card? Yeah, they've only seen 1 card. I feel like odds are pretty low they're gonna miss here. Alright, alright. I can theoretically still Castle Vantress, so I will. Saw it coming. We can't actually Castle Vantress because they're gonna stand up this lair for 37. Yeah, no, we gotta counter. That's their 3rd storm though. Like gone. So if we find a Farewell, we're actually cooking. Yeah, they're just gonna stand up this lair for 110. We're gonna fatal push it. We could stand up the Shambling Vent, but we're not gonna. I think we're just gonna block 1 Cavalier, take 5. Just a little 15-15. Just a little 15-15, huh? Vitalia Poosh. Alright, block. Alright, Farewell. Naturally give it to me. Damn, what a shame. Alright, go. Could just chump and still activate? Yeah, but then we're taking 10 and we're facing lethal. I think we're in a better shape if we deluge instead of activate, and we still have the ability to Farewell. Like, we take 5 here, go to 10, deluge looking for Farewell. We miss on this deluge, we're in trouble. They don't have much cooking, which is good for us. Okay. Deluge. Going on the deluge train. Farewell. And absorb. Shark Typhoon. I was gonna take Absorb, but we don't have enough mana to cast them both anyway. Cast this. Everything. All of them. We don't have anything in our graveyard, right? No. Everything. All of them. Why play Esper over blue-white? Mainly because of Fatal Push and Vanishing Verse. Because otherwise you are exceptionally bad into green. And now we're only moderately bad into green. Look at this. So we've gotten rid of 3 Cavaliers, 3 Storm the Festivals, the Teferi, a Karn, a Kiora, 3 Nykthos. Or 2 Nykthos. Okay, you're up. I don't see them ever financially recovering from this. They're a Storm the Festival way. That's the scary part, right? A Storm into a Karn and a Cavalier would be good enough, probably. The 4 mana. Corn. Yeah, Corn the Great Creator. They could get a God Pharaoh statue here. Chariot. Okay. You're so good, teach me, daddy. Alright. You got it. YouTube. Tremendously based. Oh, yeah. The little elf running into the shambling vent. But instead, we're gonna make a shark attack. Well, that'll be good later. Start here. Oh, I like that. Alright, we're gonna kill Karn. Corn is the problem. Keep up the good work with tier list updates. Oh, appreciate it, friend. What happened? They cast Karn and cast Chariot. That's about it. We're still looking okay. Because once we get to leave this Shark Typhoon back to stop the Chariot, we're good. They're gonna get 1 attack in here, and we're gonna get to Scry. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. No, you see it. It's right here. Nobody respects the vents, man. What are we doing here, opponent? We're just suiciding in our cat token. And we used the Kiora activation for that too. Oh yeah. Bottom top that. Are you simultaneously streaming to YouTube? I am. I'm using the wondrous technologies of multi-stream. Been enjoying it too. It's been nice. I know some people prefer the experience over on YouTube for the less ads as well as the ability to replay things instantly or just go back if you've missed something. But I try to do it on both. Chariot. Chariot. Get in there. Could get cute and exile the one they target, but we're not gonna. Yoink. Although this does give them the out to Carning for another Chariot at some point, but I have a feeling we're not going to get to that part of the game, really. Another Corn the Great Creator. Yeah, I'll veto it because we'd rather have the Absorb in case they find a Cavalier at some point. A little bit more restrictive of a counterspell. Alright, we're gonna stand up this. We're gonna make it bigger. Yeah. All right, look at that. We won a game against Mono Green. Can you imagine? All right, we want these Aether Gusts very badly. Chasing your tail. Chasing your tail, you cat. All right, so we want these Aether Gusts for sure, for sure. Temporary lockdown, not quite it. Elspeth's good. I like Elspeth a lot here. Starheim's for red-black. Our set's okay. It's good against Kiora, but bad against everything else. The Baneslayers aren't bad. The Rest in Pieces aren't bad. Rest in Pieces are actually better than they look in this matchup, just because of Old Gross Row Cavalier and Storm of the Festival. If we get to counter one half. Hey, how's it going, Shorty? Zelda's out of here. I also have seen a lot of people board in Mystical Dispute against Green, which is perfectly fair. I just don't know we need it with the amount of stuff we have going on already. A Farewell in this deck. I really just want to play like a 4 Farewell deck. I just know it's not good, but I want 4 somewhere. Best tech for control sideboard and nobody knows? I really like Starheim Unleashed as a way to beat Rakdos, because they can't take it from your hand, but I mean, it's known enough, I guess. Authority of the Councils is pretty good. It's good now that the people are playing Reckless Storm Chaser. The Gruel boat deck does not like it when their creatures come into play tapped. Although they can just crew their vehicles later and then give it haste, but... Alright, so we want the Fatal Pushes, the Eliminates, the Vanishing Verses, the Vetoes. Sensors are okay. Rest in Peace. Saw it coming, absorbs. You can trim down on Teferi. As much as I love Teferi, he's not that scary for them. Would much rather Elspeth. Yeah, good against Greasewing too. I think if we're boarding in the Aether Gust, maybe we don't need the Absorb as much. Saw Cummings. These might also just not be good enough. I might just be overestimating their ability to shut down the general offense. I think that's probably correct. I think I'll start here. We'll go from there, see how we feel. Alright, this hand's great. Oh, we have an Elspeth ready to go. One of the best cards in this matchup is just getting to Elspeth and take over the board. It's unfortunate that almost all your best cards cost 6, though. Ooh, no 1-drop? That's awful for them. Imagine not having a 1-drop? Couldn't be us. We got Wolf Willowhaven? Herited, okay. That's fine. Play this. We don't need to foretold the Behold the Multiverse. We can wait. Much rather censor a 3 or a 4 here. Oh. Oh, you don't have a land. Yeah, we're not letting that happen at all. Like that one out tapped. If this sensor gets value, that's a disaster for them. What? Why didn't you play this last turn? What are we doing here? I don't understand them. I'm confuzzled. I'm gonna hold on to this sensor. Okay. Grip. They played around sensor twice there. A way that unfortunate to a degree. Play around sensor again. Fine. Respect it. Yeah, they're just living in fear of censor. I respect it. I really do. They gotta land 2 storms in the yard, huh? Well, that's rude. We're gonna Behold instead of Vanishing Verse here, because we can Vanishing Verse next turn. So Settle in the sideboard? Nah, Settle's long since been a not particularly good tool. Better players will play around Settle in a way that makes it almost inert as a card. It's just not even worth the slot usually. Guessing there. We got these Gusts ready to go. Oh, they're gonna play around Sensor again. Smart, smart. If you play around once, you better play around it the rest of the game. So I respect them for it. Put that back on top, please, and thank you. Oh, crazy. Put it on top. Wild. Play Elspeth, but then they get to Storm. Not a lot of stuff. I mean, the problem is they could nick those off and like, go off crazy. We're not particularly close to being able to stop that later anyway. I could cycle the Sensor. See if we can't find anything. That's a hard counter. Oh, that's actually nice. Doesn't stop them per se, but it does make their ability to combo off hard with the Storm a lot less. There we go. Now they cast Storm again. We're gonna Aether Gust it back to the top. Or okay. 3 mana. Yeah. We just get like a Pestilent Cauldron for later. Carry it if they have a lane, I guess. The other hand is Storm Mystery card, Bankbuster. Okay, fine. They just should have a land. Oh, they tap this wrong, so they can get in for 1. Eh. 6. I think we want to Pithing Needle the Elspeth, and then we're not in a great way. But then they're using the Pithing Needle instead of the Storm. I'm gonna cycle this. See what we start with. Oh. I think we're gonna make a little bit of a weird play here. We're gonna plus our Elspeth instead of doing any of this stuff and let them cast the Storm, so it goes to the graveyard. They don't have a lot of devotion, so they need to hit a lot of good stuff, and this Karn isn't in a great position to be able to do much for them. So we're going to try and set them up so that they cast Storm, commit to the board, and then we get to just Aether, farewell their board and Aether Gust anything afterwards. Plus we'll have an active Elspeth. Ugh, the Fairy Nykthos is rude. Well, actually, once again, they don't have a lot of devotion, so not actually that scary. Although they can, what can they get? They get a 5? Ratchet Bomb. Okay. Yeah, Ratchet Bomb's pretty okay here. Not great, but okay. Mainly because they can't through this Bank Buster at the moment. We're gonna get rid of everything but Karn and Teferi. Then we'll have this Aether Gust ready to go. Primed and ready. Sure. 3 mana. Kiora? Or an Old Growth. Kiora. Okay. Okay, well they have a lot of Planeswalkers. That's not great for us. I mean, We're gonna attack this Karn, force him to pop this Ratchet Bomb right now. Is this worth it to you? I feel like they're not gonna pop it, is why I'm doing this. I feel like they're gonna let us kill this Karn. Yes, they do let us kill the Karn, because they think they're gonna have extra Karns kicking around. It would be wrong. Bon voyage. Yep, hit this. All 3 storms. And now we plus. They have no cards in hand. We have an Aether Gust, and we got this Elspeth chilling and ready to go. Feeling good about our spot. Elspeth's also 1 turn away from getting to threaten ultimate. Yeah, look at the top 3. We're gonna Aether Gust whatever they play, kill their Teferi. Okay, I lied. We're not gonna Aether Gust that. Even though they can make a 2/2 Wolf, I'm not. Fine. We can just stand up the Shambling Vent and still kill Teferi. Yeah, that's fine. You got it. Ooh, Vito should lock this game up. Don't need to shock. We have both of these. Everything at the one who slows the sunset. You get a 1/1. We kill Teferi and make some more 1/1s. And look at that. Elspeth's threatening lethal this turn. Oath? Sure. Oath's gonna resolve. What do you find? Nothing. Alright. There we go. 2-0'd mono green. Like I said, blue-white very bad into mono green. Esper gives you outs, being able to kill their chariots at the right times, and Farewell is just the best card in the matchup. Elspeth a very good means to take over afterwards too. Alright, we're 2-0. Fighting our way through with Esper. Esper just doing Esper things. I think Streamer likes the deck. It's fine. I've played a lot of Control in my life, so this is all just very, very much par for the course. I think the biggest problem is that against things like Rakdos, I'm concerned. Also, I think our Phoenix opponent in round 1 kind of just decided to die instead of boarding in removal. So I'm not sure that one counts as much. Alright, I'm going to assume this is boat instead of sacrifice. Alright, this hand's good. We'll keep this and get rid of basic planes. I'm going to assume this is boat because everyone's playing boat lately. Yep. Okay. Gruel boats. I feel like this has got to be a tricky matchup. See if they have the Storm Seeker here. Or Storm Chaser. Yep. We're just going to pass because we'd much rather counter a Chariot than kill a Storm Slasher. And if they go to combat, we'll probably just get rid of the Storm Slasher. Yeah, countering a Chariot is a much bigger deal here. Okay. We're going to kill this. You can have your Lovestruck Beast. You're not a threat. Really would have liked to have hit a removal spell for this. Next turn we can Otawara the 1/1 though. I don't know if this is what we came to beat, Argo. This deck's not as fragile, but this is a good start. Oh, we did beat Mono Green last round. Oh no, this is Gruel Gruel boats. Okay. Take 5. Put your Gant in a hand, huh? Put that back from whence it came. Teferino. We need to draw some not lands, huh? We're representing Fatal Push though, so I don't think they can just like hard commit in. Unlucky. No attack, okay. Yeah. Deluge isn't bad. Wandering Emperor is not bad. Alright, a couple of not bads there. Shark Typhoon, not bad. Huh. One, two, three, four. Alright. Deluge main phase because we get the free mana. Okay. Veto push. Let's us have Typhoon for 1 plus push or Wandering Emperor, whichever we feel is more required here. We're in a tight spot. We're a fair well away from feeling okay. Yeah, Love Struck's in. That's gonna crew the Chariot. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Everything at us? Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be 2, 4, 6. We're gonna go to 1. I mean, we'll die to Stomp, but, you know. Sometimes it's gotta be that way. Now we're a Verdict away, too, from being in a good spot. Alright, no Stomp. Nice, nice, nice. Lucky. 6. Do this. Make it 2-2. I guess we didn't need to get rid of graveyards because we lose a memory deluge, but that's fine. I'm fine enough with it. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's the best you got. Although now we die to a Stormseeker. Oh no, we don't. We have Fatal Push enabled. I'm just gonna make a 1/1 so we have a blocker for later. plus. Play this into tapped. Hold on. A cycle sensor while we're here since we have the free mana. There we go. Bonk bonk. Alright. We're very well set up now. We have thoroughly insulated ourselves. The boat. You know, I'm supposed to veto even though we want the life here. I know we're supposed to veto. Hey, we did it. Look at that. Look at that. Farewell continuing to overperform at every corner. Although in that spot, Farewell was actually just Verdict for 6 mana. So, kinda unnecessary, but okay. Alright, well we know they have Lava Coils, so we're gonna board in these 5/5s. Elspeth's good. Aether Gust is good. What's not good? These are good. These are good. These are good. These are good. These are okay. We jot him. We gave him the old jot him. I'll get rid of one of our card draw spells. I want to get rid of one more Teferi, to be honest. I might even cut all the Teferis and keep this a hold in. The Lyra Gamers. I actually like that a lot here. Tasty Boat, scary. Got it. Well, this hand does a lot of nothing. This hand does a lot less nothing. I like that. What's our sequencing look like on lands here? Play this on 1, this on 2. We'll have removal spells. Having the veto for Chariot's important, so I think it's Typhoon. Yeah, I think it's Typhoon. Pretty confident on that one. Strimmer plays control decks. Oh, Elf? You're not a black source that comes in untapped. On Jod, there's no black source. Alright. A little turn 2, huh? By chance see Doom playing your Rogue deck? I didn't. I was out playing an RCQ this weekend, so I did not get much time to check in on stuff. How'd it look? I'm gonna kill this and hope they don't have a 1-drop here. Or 1/1. Oh no, they do. Unfortunately, Hall is the land we didn't want. We do need to play it untapped here. 3-2 said no a couple times. Aha. Alright, well, we got a fatal push. I'll push the Den, otherwise I think we're just vanishing versing the Drug Beast after combat. I mean, there were some puns. Ah, fair. Certainly a tricky deck to play. We about to get charioted post-combat? I think we are. Getting to play more RCQs is a treat? Disagree. I would much rather have won my semifinals game 3 than play more RCQs, especially since there's like one Pioneer one the rest of the season. Really don't want to have to learn Modern again, but I have to for these RCQs this weekend. Okay. What's this mean? Okay, this Thought you already qualified. This is for Anaheim. I'm queued for Atlanta, but this is the new season. What? Okay, you're in there, Chief. What are we doing here? Just going to Ensep? So confused. I mean, I'm gonna Aether Gust this anyway. Yeah, I lost the semifinals, which was a 2 slaughter. They don't play Coco though. This build has never played Coco. Why it's so weird. Oh, shock. Given that you play 4 boats, 4 chariots, 4 crow and war, I don't think you can afford Coco anymore. Okay. Get in for 1. Let's check one on top. Hoping they play the Heart's Desire. Yeah. Look at us. Look at our brains. Some people we know and scoop the finals 3 or 4 before you decide to win. No. I'm not like that. I would much rather just get the dub and get out. No shot. I want to sit around and hold it. I got things to do. I get to play so few I get to play so few RCQs. I got like 4 bullets a seasons. I gotta win the ones I play. Oh. Yes, please. Lyra Dawnbringer. This is where we get a Crone Ward and I'm gonna lose my absolute mind. My Lyra? You mean our Lyra? I think I saw the Esper Lutry deck, but I'm not a big Lutry gamer. Me and the Otter don't get along. I wanted to play Nassif's Blue Blacklist today, but I decided to play some Esper first just to feel something. Nassif's list looked nice. I saw him playing a little bit. The Narset Days Undoing list, but I didn't feel like going out and getting a Gaia Reach Sanitarium. I'll play it later. 1 Bone Crusher. Now the question is, it's a pretty big question. Are they playing Embercleave in the sideboard? I have seen that. So we're gonna attack. We have this Hall of the Storm Giants fired up and ready to go. We're not gonna block the Bone Crusher with it. Oh, they do have Gigantha still. Good eye. Good eye. Peter coming in with the brains, the operation. That's big smarts. Well, we don't want to trade with Hall. We want our Hall to live. But yeah, they have Gigantha, so they can't have Embercleave in. Put Gigantha to hand. Can't attack. If you don't attack, we get to castle. Has tried registering this deck with Cleave and Questing Beast? Ah, I see. You've experienced firsthand. Farewell's a good backup plan. I don't know if we need it though. I think we'd rather look for Verdict or something to that effect. Oh. Ooh, I do like the Wandering Emperor here. Attack for 5, attack for lethal next turn. In the air. They could find Boat. Boat's their only out to block. Gantha doesn't do it. Yeah. Can't attack because we got this Hall of the Storm Giants kicking. It's me. It's me. It's Wandering Emperor. All right. Sneaky little 3-0. I'm not saying anything, but remember that Blue-White Flash deck we played a week or 2 ago? And we like killed people with Lyra, Baneslayer, and Avacyn? I'm just saying, Baneslayer and Lyra have been just KOs. Absolute beaters. Yeah, sounds great on the play. This. Little Esper 3-0 to start the morning? That's illegal. That can't be right. Am I gonna have to eat a lot of crow in Esper being, like, control decks being playable? Stream lagging for just you? It doesn't look like I'm dropping any bits, so probably just you. I keep the, yeah, 0 dropped frames. I got everything cooking over here. We got a little mirror mash brewing. I'm also plugged right into the Ethernet, so it's tough to lag out on my end. We playing a little mirror match? Alright. Yes, I was talking to someone off stream. The only thing that can defeat the Esper is the Esper. I don't want to cycle the Shark Typhoon so we don't get this countered, because we don't have, if we had to play on 4, I'd play this, but I'd rather just cycle for a land. I mean, we have the Deluge, but we don't have it guaranteed because we don't have a land. Ugh. Faster. Well, we saw like 5 cards and we didn't see a land. Sometimes how it goes. Gonna shock? We are gonna shock. Interesting. Okay. They're gonna deluge here. We have to let it happen. Yeah. That's fine. Deluge is fine. We'll deluge at our own pace. That's fine. Everybody settle in. We're getting nice and cozy here. We're gonna untap. Ooh, they have to go to cleanup? Nice, 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 nice. Use a card. Okay, you're up. One of the places where the fact that I play very quickly on Moto is a nice advantage. Huh. We just get to do this now. Nice. We can get rid of an eliminate. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We'll take 2. We just need to keep doing things. Our hand is stacked and jacked. Tap land's fine. Untap, land, go. We're back in this game. Nice. time. Kill a shark. 2 a turn doesn't matter. It will, however, force a little bit of action. How do you feel about the Water Emperor? Make disappear. Okay. Micah, thank you for the 4 months, friend. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one today. Yeah, you're in there. Vegas in 2 days? Nice. Hope you have a great time. I'm jealous. Doing up some Magic 30 stuff. Sure. I don't think you really need to fight over that deluge. Okay. We'll come back at some point. Gonna win that Q thingy, open a beta Lotus and top 8. It's a lock. Easy rares. Sure. Yeah, I'll take 4. Never knew Heartbreak could be so good for business. Oh yeah. 3-0, so Esper cracked? I don't know if it's cracked. I think it's fine. I think we're behind in this game pretty bad, though. But I do think Esper's a good option of the control decks. I'm not sold on control being a good option in general at the moment. It's all fine. You're in there. This is what missing a land drop looks like in the mirror to a degree. All optimism today. We're a fan. The new look optimistic Micah. Mm-hmm. All right. Game 2. We're in there. See if we can scrape our way back here post board. All right. We have some lands. We have some stuff to do. Man, this is where we just slam a search for Escanta and they'd be like, oh no. Fancy, sure. Get to cycle the sensor since they know about it. Which is always nice. Takes Deluge. Smells a lot like a Dispute. Their backup card here too. Think I've been summoned. Hey, how's it going, Mikey? We're out here just doing some Esper things. Some casual Esper things. It's me. I'm the Sharknado boy this time. Now we have a castle. Love to see that. Emperor. Fine. Cancels that deck. Oh yeah. What do you want to do with this Wandering Emperor? That's the real question. Get rid of our shark. Okay. It's fine. Oh no. The castle too. How rude. Eduardo, thanks for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate it. Close to 4K subs over there. The fairy. Not bad. Well, to attack Wandering Emperor. One league and I'm out. Fair. You have a 3/3, but I have a 3/3. How can we both have a 3/3? What do you have for me, Sharknado boy? Hey, how's it going, Mr. Rodingles? How you doing, friend? We're just out here vibing some Esper control. Blue. Got to pay blue. How do you feel about this deluge? Thoughtsei's the other one. That's just Prime. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. They're thinking about it. Okay. You can have a Wandering Emperor. Fine. Don't mind. Sure. Ooh, you're gonna let this resolve, huh? Oh, we're gonna take these. That's for sure. Push this. Esper Gaming's always a treat. Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. I would like to kill your Planeswalker, please. Okay. Do your worst to us. You get to... We're tapped out, but you lose another Planeswalker. Get your Teferi down. It's fine. It's fine. Five. Play our own Teferi. Oh, we'll be sad when they have the other counterspell here. Yep. Alright. Low resources, but they got the Teferi down. Fucking great. Do this before they can scry. To get that down before they scried. Yeah, we have two deluges in the yard. Two on top, that's scary. Yeah. Got it. Good for two and try and deluge for a turn here. Going further and further behind here. Top one bottom. Gonna buy the black cards while you're in Vegas? Makes sense. I definitely think if you're playing this, you need to either playing blue black or Esper. I think the black cards are a must. All right. Deluge number 1. Countered. We have a veto and a saw it coming. Threaten to kill Teferi next turn. Typhoon. Pushed. If we can get Teferi off the board, we feel good about our spot. Otherwise, we feel very bad about our spot. 2 months ago for their SQ when we commits to MTGA Light, but now you know. Well, I think retroactively considering things 2 months ago versus now, things may have changed. Yeah, that was a greedy typhoon. That's a good draw. Keep us fighting. Really need them to play like a Wandering Emperor here. Okay, we fought through the Teferi. We're pretty equal on resources. I'm actually going to foretell one of these while we have a moment. Because we keep being in this weird spot where we want one more mana in our life, so the foretell will knock a mana off the overall value. We still have a veto up. One top, one bottom. I have a feeling they've just been topping a bunch of counter spells, and we now just have this Hall of the Storm Giants kicking around. Alright. Veto. Now we are ahead. Shock. In there for 2. Got Deluge, some counter spells, some castle. Tap point. Just like that, victory was foretold. It's true. The Deluge. I would actually like to burn as many spells as humanly possible on this. So I will saw it coming. They counter back. It's fine. Got it. The fairies resolving. They have a veto they're thinking about using. Their last card is a physical dispute. I'll be so sad. Hey, look at that. Too good. Deluge fights us most of the way there. Here we go. They also have 2 creature lands, so they're not. Get your own Deluge. Sure. Well, now they get to Deluge. Get over there, opponent. They have 7 mana. Oh, okay. It's a joke, Joe. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Deluge is great. Can't disagree with that. Baneslayer will come into play later. Don't mind jamming Baneslayer while we have the fairy. How do you feel about Baneslayer? You're fine with it. Baneslayer won us like 2 or 3 matches already. Be shocked, but 5 toughness creatures. They rude. Especially when they just like shut down boats. What year is it? You don't want to know, Micah. You greedy boy. Imagine casting that deluge right now instead of just waiting a turn until you have mana open. Greedy. Oracle on the side? It's very expensive. It's fine in the mirror, to be fair. I'm sure it would still be good in the mirror. Yeah, against anything that you need to block. Always your return of S plus tier? Depends. Unfortunately, we don't have data this week because the Magic Online transition has made the data automation much worse. So we have no data. So we're waiting to see what's cooking as far as that's concerned. Green put up like 20 top 8 or top qualifying finishes last weekend though, so I wouldn't be shocked if it had another good weekend to be inching ever closer. The Gruel deck boats, yeah. Bailey actually won the RCQ I was at, or won one of the slots of the RCQ I was at with it. Deck looked great. It won a challenge this weekend. It won a challenge last weekend, or top 4 challenge last weekend, something like that. It's looked really good. I would highly recommend trying it out. I played it in the Degen Open, but I had to run to the doctors for Megan, so I didn't get a chance to play more than one round. But it was sick. I shouldn't have tapped the castle. I should have tapped anything else. That's okay. Draw. Lyra. I think creativity in modern is S++. I have seen it around a lot. I do need to play modern this week, unfortunately. Wandering Emperor. I mean, I'd rather you didn't, being honest. Black Splash, it's for Fatal Push, Vanishing Verse, and Eliminate. You know, sure. You're in there. For play 4 boats, I play this with 3. I like 4. Yeah, I like the 4 boats, the 4 chariots, and the 4 Crone War. We out here S+++ing. I'm all about it. Even tiers are getting inflation. True. That make mono green spirits matchup better? Yeah, definitely. Anything that's trying to get under you that way in mono green's much better. We beat mono green 2-0 earlier, and the Vanishing Verses were a huge help. Like you can't beat mono green without Vanishing Verse as a control deck, I think. We're still not doing submitted decks until Atlanta's done? Probably. For the most part, yeah. I also have to learn modern. It's a disaster. I don't want to learn modern. Who wants to learn modern? But unfortunately, I got third at the 2-slot RCQ for Pioneer, so now I have 2 RCQs this weekend that are modern. Okay, well, we fought our way through and won. We're on to game 3. A lot of problems against mono green with blue white. Yeah, you can't beat mono green with blue white realistically. Need to be either blue black or Esper. Don't learn modern? Well, I gotta. I failed my RCQ win, so I gotta play some modern this weekend. What list are you running for modern? I have no idea. What decks are you considering? Living End, Creativity, Four Color, Hammer, Scam. Lost in the finals of one slot this weekend. It sings. I feel ya. My heart, man. I feel ya. We managed to get to a position where me and my friend could have both won our slots. He closed and I didn't. Feels bad, man. Isn't Money Pile just best modern deck? No idea. Depends on who you ask. I've heard everything from Breach to Money Pile to Karuga. Because Sam won an RCQ with that this weekend. Play Belcher? Oh no. Our opponent's missing a very key aspect. Can anybody tell what our opponent's missing? Anybody? Creatures, true. Oh, they found it. Blue mana. Damn. Is it only discount pile now that's only 60? It's still like 1,000 tickets on Moto. Can't be that cheap. Can't be that much of a discount, huh? Gonna kill this now while we're in no danger. Red Black Scam can run really hot. I think it's a good choice for RCQ. That's fair. My biggest problem is like I don't know the meta of modern, so sideboarding and like meta and like small decision making during the matches is gonna be really tough for me. So I don't know how much I want to rely on a deck that has a lot of interaction in that sense. Interactivity in that sense. Another 2/2. Alright, this one lives. You're in there. Have that one. Deluge time. Trying to find a control pile that works without running 6. Ren's so good though. Just burn him out. Burn is never. I mean, I'm fine with burn, but I don't know if it's quite what I want to take to an RCQ. Though. Well, this is awkward. We're stuck under our lands, and they're holding up veto. Alright, we're just gonna keep end stepping spells till we die. Lucky. Yeah. I just want some more mana. Have a dispute. Bring Emperor. I don't like this play, because this lets us to Fairy. Although I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because we can't do anything. Disaster. Alright, we're gonna die. Yeah, we just missed on lands and got countered. But fighting. Came back from a tough spot last time. The problem is they're just gonna make like another 2/2 and we're just gonna get buried. Yeah, they just attack it down. The problem. Although maybe it's better to just like get attacked down with a Teferi in play than not. You can plus and hit a fatal push and not just lose your Teferi. Yeah, it's not looking good for the home team. Why gotta give me false hope with this Lyra? Alright. Esper control? No, we do not need to be on the 80 card version. Promise you. It's been a hot minute since I've felt anyone needs to be on 80 cards for yeah. Alright, we'll lose. Alright. Lost game 1 and game 3 to just not draw enough lands. Sometimes it'd be that way. No, we die. Alright. Well, we lost the Esper mirror. Haven't lost anything else yet. Time to fight. See if we can get the 4-1 or the 3-2. What do you think of this deck? I mean it's as mopey as ever. Does its thing. It has better game against mono green than blue white does, but there's still an above average chance you're in a rough position. I think you're still generally unhappy to play against red black, but it's closer. I think that's the big thing of holding a deck like this back is other than Starheim Unleash, you don't have a ton against red black. Okay, there we go. You can get rid of Veto, the most restrictive card here. Think about using Shielder in the sideboard. I think you're happier to have stuff like Baneslayer and Lyra, just because it is better at stopping more offense as well as threatening life gain on blocks and on offense. You are correct. Blue white is not good. That is, you have aptly described why blue white is not very good. Blue white is not favored into anything particularly good at the moment. Second farewell would definitely help a lot. Like to kill your elf, please. Another elf, another Wolfalo Haven, sure. Forest, sure. And I do want to fatal push this pretty badly. So I will. I'm just gonna foretold this so we can our lives a little deeper later on. Blue white's very good when your name's Yellow Hat. I mean, I don't know if that's blue white being good, but everything's good when your name's Yellow Hat. That's the secret. Easy to win when you are very good. I know, shocking. I'm telling you all something you've never heard before. Yeah, Farewell is an A plus card against red black for sure. It's good against most of the format, to be honest. Get here. Mighty spam calls. Turned. They get a land, they have a Cavalier in hand. My ears, oh no. I tried to move it as quick as I could. Sorry. I always forget that Monday mornings the spam calls come hard and fast. I want to say I got like 30 calls the other week. Our opponent's really thinking it up here. My magic cards are on their way. They got a chariot, huh? I think I'm gonna look for. And this answers most of the problem, not all of it. Much rather counter it than do that, to be honest. I'm gonna bottom. Awkward. Awkward. We hit 2 counter spells, one we can't cast and one we can. Have to hope they don't have a land. And don't fetch a land first. Slight oofs. Slam that chariot. Don't even think about it. Just slam the chariot. That's what you're here to do, right? No. No. Play Cavalier. Play Cavalier. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes. You get to kill Karn. Then we get to sit around and hopefully deal with this chariot. Alright. Kill Karn. You're up. We're in a disastrous position, if you don't know. Another Cav? Sure. Funnily enough, we can beat a Cavalier. Elf? Sure. Gonna pass. Even though their Nykthos generates 5, they need something else to get to the point of being able to do this. And they could have another Nykthos and do it, which wouldn't be great, but we do want to be able to do both of these, hopefully. Yeah, that's going to be a no from me. Opponent's doing their best to let us back into the game. I appreciate. They can only get to 8 mana if they have another Nykthos. I think they have a Kiora. And they do have a Kiora. So I'm going to do is I'm going to let them target the Nykthos so they have to commit to the line and kill this. This Nykthos only taps for 3, so they have only 3 mana, and they can make triple green, which would be bad for them. That's fine. Okay. If we draw a land, we can eliminate plus hold up. Saw it coming. And like now we're in a good way. We got saw it coming, we got this Emperor ready to go. Four, five, six, seven, eight. The storm is looming. But I'd much rather it be looming than already be here, I suppose. So we're gonna foretold this so that we can still Wandering Emperor. Or potentially Shambling Vent. See what we need to do here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 mana. I really do want to just do this. Even though we are potentially opening ourselves up to getting stormed second main if they have a storm in hand. We're just gonna make it 2-2. Dork. Storm and Karn are the only things I'm scared of here. I mean, Cavalier's not great for us. Oh, Grotros. Actual fine. What are they Nykthosing? 3, 4, 5. They have a Cavalier too. Cavalier and Storm would be bad for us here. Okay, looks like they don't have. Okay, I think they might have a second Nykthos in hand. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think they have a second Nykthos in hand, and they were trying to see if they could, because this would be 3, 4, 5. Second Nykthos would be 8, 9. So they but by having the elf die, they can't do it anymore. So I think they have a second Nykthos in hand. That would be my read. That would be my educated guess. Elf, sure. Yeah, you would just cast the elf if that was in your hand last turn. Nine, 10. Flashback Storm. Okay. I get to block here. Really would have liked to have drawn something. We're in the I hope we draw something plan. No, they drew better than we did there. We need a Deluge, a Teferi, something. We need this Oath to find a basic forest. Karn's pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, hey, how's it going, Play X Network? Friend? Yeah. Lucky. Probably just go get Cauldron, buy back Cavalier Karn. Put us in the dirt. Unlucky. Yeah, cooking. Our opponent's really thinking about this one. Alright, get statue. Sure. Statue's a pain, but we have plenty of mana. Big a problem. It'll push. Now we get to kill their Karn. Not what they want to have happen. Played Mono Black Devotion, Brew, and Pioneer League, and felt Spire something good to play. It's been good before. Definitely has seen some play before. Not shocked that it felt pretty good. Glad to hear it though. We lose a land, they lose a Karn. Oath, please. Oh, Heart's Desire, sure. You've got a Love Struck Beast. So the only thing we can't cast in our deck is Farewell. Everything else we can cast here. They're standing up there. Get a 7. Fine. We just double block the old growth troll and chump the chump the lair, keep a 2/2. 7 at us, yeah. Just block. Fine. And alright, we're just drawing to Farewell, that's it. Alright. That's why we want these lands. Alright, 4/4 first strike, get in there. They love Struck Beast. Draw Cavalier. And our opponent finding some hot fire. They didn't float anything with the Nykthos though. Lucky for us. And lucky for them, they didn't hit a Nykthos. Karn's 2 Kioras in the yard. No storms in the yard though. Gonna stand up this later. So Farewell is an instant out here. See what we find. Dark Typhoon. Not a bad one. Might even be able to double lock this layer down, depending. I like that our opponent is at 12 or 13 minutes in game 1 here. We're grinding it down. Every which way here. Here and there. Can't get in with our 4/4 anymore. We're in the waiting room. A Teferi, a Deluge, a Farewell, all pretty good. Good. All right, you got an elf. A lot of stops for mono green. True. True. Player for 8, huh? Are they sending the 1/1s? Oh, okay. Well, that's a land. Could double block here. I'm happy to just keep trying to tread water here. See if we can't find it. Well, no bans are happening before Atlanta, so that's not happening. Put pieces in there. Huh. Okay. Could attack for 6. We have a line to attack for 6. Block here, take 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we don't. Okay. Okay. We're just vibing. We have Farewell to draw to, and that is actually about it. And even then, this layer is going to kill us after turn, the next turn. Alright, you got a card. Things that are a disaster start and begin with the card. Meteor Golem, sure. Yeah, they had the second Nykthos all along. We had the correct read. We block there, take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and die. Alright, we'll die. Unlucky. This would be the sickest settle of all time, though. All of them. Alright. These. Bring in these. These. Our eliminates, our versus, vetoes. Right. Take the play. No black mana is a little awkward, huh? And our lands all come into play tapped. We do have Censor and Deluge. one's gonna come into play untapped on 3. I'll lead on this. I'd be happy to draw like a Raffine's here. Dropping a Kiora. 3. 1 Kiora. Both or another dork. Sure. Love Struck Beast. It's a good one. Well, we got these Vanishing Verses we'd love to cast. We'll get there at some point. Eventually the lands will come. That's how it works. They can play a 5. Alright, it's a Wolf Willowhaven. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cycle this. Oof. Well, sometimes you gotta butcher a deck if you're trying to ban it, right? That is sometimes how it goes. Oh, sure. Lands. Alright. We're in the game now. We're gonna have 2 big things to play here. We counter one of them. I'll play the other one. Draw a card. Vanishing Verse 1. Hope to be able to pull back into this game a little bit. We still really want to draw another Black Source so we can have Fatal Push and Vanishing Verse. Well, Nykthos is a scary one, huh? One, two, three, four, five. It's not that scary yet. Ideally, we can Fatal Push Deluge here. We'll Vanishing Verse if we have to. Okay. 6, 6. Okay, I'm gonna Fatal Push this now, because clearly this is important to them if they're not attacking with it. That just makes sense, right? 4, 6, 7, 8. Sure. Cavalier. Sure, sure, sure. For Nykthos. Untap 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, now they can do 7, 12. 12 mana. Nice. Yeah. You got it. Land Farewell. And hope they don't hit a Planeswalker here. Okay. Well, Land Farewell looking real juicy here. Card in the yard. I think you're going to find that banning Cavalier will not do all that much. We don't hit either of the things we need here. Okay. Five, 10, 12. Yeah, we're just dead. Either Karn or Nykthos get banned? Nykthos. Ban enablers that do the broken things. They have not cast a card in this game. We're dead. We'll die. A sad 3-0 to 3-2, but sometimes so it goes. Alright, we'll start up another league. Can't guarantee we'll finish it today, but we can start up another one. Yeah, I mean the big crux of the deck is probably Gruel Boat. They're on the play on a 6 with Boat. On this, get a extra cycle in. Vetoes are actually pretty good against Boat, so like more removal. Yeah, I mean green without Nykthos is a solid deck that you can do a lot of different things with. But I think you are vastly limited in what you can achieve with it without Nykthos in a good way. But again, we know there's not going to be any bans before Lena, so it's not particularly worth dedicating a lot of thought to, all things considered. Three push, two vanishing verse, two eliminate. So it's a few more than three push. But generally speaking, yeah, it does pretty good. You're also playing Supreme Verdict, Farewell, Wandering Emperor. Like it's not like you're only playing that as removal. Slightly incorrect. Dark Typhoon to be able to block out stuff, things like that. A lot of options. Take it. Sure. We're gonna take a few points here. Fine. Draw a card. Like to eat this, please. I'm lying. I'd like to eat this. Mainly because I don't want to give them an extra creature for ooze. Lava coil, sure. That land's fine. Boink. Fine. Trying to get them to divert some damage over the Wandering Emperor here, since they can stand up Den, which is bad for us. Yep. Take 4. Great for us. Not dead. Key. Especially because we'll have the Shambling Vent back to be able to block theoretically next turn. Okay, you're up. Opponent. Make a 3/3. We can stand up a Shambling Vent and counter something. A lot of options. A lot of options. We can veto and make a 1/1. I'm gonna stand this up as a 4/4. It's fine. I'm just gonna make this a 2/2, so we have a shot to draw push here, because the 3/3 can't block this anyway. Oh, we miss on that, but that's fine. Fine. Push now. Now what do we do? Just predict plus full of push, huh? That sounds about right to me. Predict, hold up, push. Five. Be a 2, can be a 3, but can't be a 4. Play Teferi while we have a moment to fight. Now we wish we had played this to a degree. Okay, well, we have 2 counter spells up. If they get a land, they can put us to 1. Then we have this Hall and the Shambling Vent back. Pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be an absolute lot for me. No hasty, lads, please and thank you. Alright, Fatal Push was a good draw. This tap for free. You're up. This game has ended. No boats. Game 2. This, untap this. And look at that. Continuing to beat up the Gruel decks. As this put Gigantha to hand. We have 2. A boat. Oh. I told you once, I've told you a million times. No boats. I'm gonna counter this because we like the life. And dudes also can get outside the range of where we'd like things to be, all things considered. Cardhoarder is a good one. I have no cards in hand. Yeah, this game's over. Has ended, for sure, for sure. We're just in that great old control phase of we're just gonna sit here and our opponent's gonna die slowly. The notification you were on? Thanks, technology? Oof, hate to see it, Tom. I think we even have a top deck Reality Smasher beat here. We're at 13. We're out of the woods, per se. That was good. You're in there. Stone Rain ya again. I will give it to our opponent though. They are committed to the idea that this is a winnable game for them. Respected. Do not let that happen. Okay. That was the thing that was gonna get them, huh? Alright. Gust. Things over here. Don't need these or these. Alright, bring these in. They do. They want that full $10 experience. And our Teferis, they don't do much compared to these two here. Gus. Definitely want the Verse is good. It's not as good matchup, but it's still pretty good. On our verdicts, our Gus. These are real good if we're able to limit their mana production. Otherwise, they're kinda especially on the draw. Oh, this hand wins the mid to late game. It's a matter of getting there. Might die. This veto should protect us from a lot of their things. Meta makes me want to go for Aether Gust. That's fair. A lot of turn 1 elf decks in the format right now. A good draw. I guess we were supposed to lead on so we could shock up for a veto. That's fair. Because they have the elf, they could find an early chariot. Just getting stomped. Alright, I'm just gonna play this tapped. Boat's fine. I don't know if Boat's worth playing on 3 here, if I'm being completely honest. I'm gonna foretold this, so you can boat me once. That's fine. Yeah, no problem with getting boated one. There goes the Bone Crusher. Yeah, we'll take 8. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna play this tapped and pass, or play this untapped and pass. See what they do about it. This looks like a Wandering Emperor, and if you get this Wandering Emperor, you're in real sad shape. Then it goes. Start with this. Alright. Counter this. Unfortunately, we need an untap land here. The untap land? No. Wandering Emperor do anything for us, though? Potentially. Why do you think blue-white controls in a rough spot right now? You're bad against red-black, Phoenix, and green. Not a good place to be. Which matchups do you think you need Vanishing Verse in cards? Absolutely, you cannot beat mono green without it, and it's still tough. But you have no shot of beating it without the black cards, yeah. You have no shot of beating mono green without the black cards. Hey, look at that. Our opponent decided to give us a chance. How nice of them. Esper also bad versus green Rakdos and Phoenix? Esper is bad into green, kind of. You have a much more realistic chance to win against green. You're reasonable into Rakdos, not great though. And you are more favored into Phoenix because Vanishing Verse being able to clean up your Fatal Push and Vanishing Verse being able to beat up the Phoenix. Not Phoenix itself, but the Hall, Shredder, and Phoenix all being hit by those spells is good. Phoenix should be good for blue-white. It's not usually, I would say. I've seen a lot of skilled Phoenix pilots beat up on blue pretty often, blue-white pretty often. Protection from dragons and demons. They have another boat? Oh, that's so rude. Oh, they can't crew, though. They can kill the Wandering Emperor, I guess. Sure. Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Feels like this game's over. I also like Esper a lot more into this deck than I like blue-white with it. The thing is, like, Esper just picks up a few percentage points in a lot of places, and you lose a couple percentage points in a couple places, but the places you lose them in are less scary than the places you gain them in my experience. Phoenix still gets the copy cruise. Yeah. Yeah, it does just become like a late game attrition war where like it's tough. It's tough if they play it well. Seiju here. Okay. Oop. Tap one of these. Still get to hold up this veto, and now we get a gust too. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Opponent just unlocking our deluge. Eight. Could go to 8 here. But we're kind of just in a good spot. We just keep sitting. Our spot's not getting any worse. Yeah, I would play a lot of Vanishing Verse right now. Many as you can fit in without feeling like you've overdone it. Just not putting Gigant in hand to you. The tools to fight Rakdos are there. Max out your 2-for-1s. Yeah, I mean, I think there's ways to make it fight, but I would still take the Rakdos side more often than I would take the blue-white side. And like, if you have to skew your deck to a degree to make it close to 50-50, I think that is elucidating the point as much as anything else would be. Attack. We're trading 6 damage, but we're gaining 6 life, and we can also kill a Mutavault here. And we have 2 absorbs in case they play anything. Gust, Veto. We have locked them out, more or less. Nope. White, blue, blue. And we go to 11. Nope. Yeah. They waited so long on trying to stomp us that it just wasn't ever going to happen. Well, we're 2-0 against that deck today with this, the Rage Stomp. Like, just had it. Like, we know you had it. That's why we never tapped all the way out. I didn't flash back my Deluge on 8 mana. I waited till I had 9. We knew. We knew what it'd be. Alright, we're on the draw. Hey, GG's friend. It's a tough matchup, it feels like. I feel like we've run into it 2 or 3 times, and it feels like the deck just has a couple too many things that Canada, you had it too? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we were both just face up at that point. Yeah, I think unfortunately the Gruel deck is very good in the aggro matchups, but it's gonna struggle into control. Not that I think control is particularly good. Feel the Rune's not that great this deck, right? Not really. I do play Marble Snap. I got a friend of mine hooked and he hit level 101 yesterday in like a week. Yeah, we snapping. It is a lot of fun. I actually do quite enjoy Marble Snap. Unsponsored plug. Yeah, Haven. Alright. But I have been enjoying it. It is a pretty good game. The speed of deck collection is a little tough, but I also understand that it's not super unreasonable. I just want to be able to play all the best stuff. No Kiora. They even got a nice Kiora. Snapcaster and Pioneer. That's a hell of a transition. Snapcaster and Pioneer would be good. I mean, it'd be good in the way that like I'm sure it would be difficult to answer for a lot of decks. I don't know if it would be overly oppressive, but it'd be good. The problem is like we don't want Pioneer to just be like the dumping grounds of things that aren't playable in Modern, right? So if the reason to play something or to put something in Pioneer is because Modern has outscaled it with power creep, that's not a good reason to put it into Pioneer. And like I know Liliana of the Veil kind of did that, but Liliana of the Veil is also a little different insofar as it sort of always was on the minds of WotC as far as things to reprint into standard. Modern Horizon 2 block constructed. It may be true. It may be true. I have to learn this format this week. I actually was thinking about streaming Modern today, but I wanted to play a little bit of Pioneer before we put ourselves through the Modern leagues this week. Because I gotta learn Modern. I gotta learn some Modern, fortunately. Another one. Oh, are they gonna tap that for 6 and then cast a Storm? No, oh well, Lucanus. Luke, my boy, my favorite son, my favorite boy, the Paluk. I do love Palukranos. If ever there was a card I wish was playable in more formats too, Palukranos is up there. Hello there, do you think this deck's more effective than blue-white? Yes. Yeah, you need Vanishing Verse to have any semblance of a chance against mono green. And I think there's a variety of other cards that are reasonable to want, that are helpful style of matchup. Kill this. Oh, too clean. Too clean. A lot of modern decks and cards, but unfortunately none of them on Moto. Well, if you don't have cards on Moto, I highly recommend using Cardhoarder. That's what I use. They sponsor this stream. We have a link down below if you're looking to start renting on Magic Online. It's very easy to go infinite, so you can sort of always be playing whatever decks you want to play. You can set your own limit as far as what you want to have access to. So I highly recommend it. Make a 2/2. That's not the power play they were looking for. I thought they were about to storm us, if I'm being honest. Oh, Vanishing Verse. See, look at this. How clean this is. This is why you need Vanishing Verse and black cards to be able to fight in this matchup. Because Cavalier and Old Growth Troll are virtually impossible to answer otherwise. Yeah. The Fairy about to take over that game. Please bring in this. Like privacy, so I don't want to give any card loaner info for the back check on me. I mean, that's fair. I also have long since given up any aspects of privacy in my life. Like, I don't know, I have a Google account, they know everything about me. At that point, I'm not that private anymore. But I certainly understand the temptation to wanna remain anonymous on the world. It's just not quite in my repertoire at this point. So we definitely want these 5. Sensors on the draw are a little tough. Want our vetoes. Might just be the deluge for boarding the rips. Their snap, no sideboards. I've been using Cardhoarder for like 10 years. At this point, I'm just a lack of privacy on the internet. I also always joke, like, I can't even hide my name on the internet, because, like, there's a full web page with pictures of me at Grand Prix Providence, so it's not like I can pretend I'm not me. But I suppose that is a somewhat atypical experience as far as, like, not ever being able to hide privacy. You should not untap your elves in a matchup where they have removal. Untap your lance, but they're attacking. Fine. Yeah, eliminate being able to kill Kiora again. What year were you at Grand Prix Providence? Did it go well? I played Providence 2015, 16, not 18, not 19? Yeah, I think not 19. Started playing Pioneer last month and playing Modern Standard since Kaladesh block. Nice. Kaladesh was a great block. Good block to start, too. A lot of cards that kind of carried through. But actually, every year I went to Providence, it went well. I won 2015. I went 12-3 in 2016. I went 6-0 in day 2, but my day 1, I was 6-1 and then went loss. I was 1 win away from getting to fight to defend the crown. You hate to see it. A friend of mine made fun of me for it too, because I jokingly said that before day 1. I was like, yeah, I'm here to defend the crown. And he was like, yeah, ha ha ha. And then I rattled off a 12-3, and I was like, oh, God, so close. I actually had one of the funnest matches of Magic I ever played in the last round of the event. I played against a vintage streamer. I'm actually level 1, Justin. And we played the sickest match I've played in a long time. I was on Jeskai control, and he was on green black. It went to like turn 30 every game. It was so sweet. We both hit like ridiculous rip top decks in the last turn each to win the game. Incredible. Really like Pioneer so far. Feels like a really fast format. Yeah, it is really fast as far as like paper play. You don't run into like the Orion problem very often, I think, where you end up like always going to time, luckily. Alright, so they have a Pelucranos. I really don't want to give them the Storm the Festival back, but I think I have to. Just have nothing else doing. Nothing else. So they don't have the mana for it quite yet. So maybe we get lucky. They don't have the land for it. They put an elf back on top? Pardon? Sir. Sir. And or ma'am. Sure. Wild. Okay. You're not a vanishing verse at all. Well, we're churning. We're churning through our deck trying to find something to do. 4, 5, 7. I think I can get to 8 or 9 mana. Probably not 10. Should I actually count? No. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna stay for 6. They have another storm? Yeah, okay. Sure. They're through 3 Kioras. They got land to Fairy. Fairy can kill the Wandering Emperor if they want to. Could also untap Nykthos, tap the Samurai, float 4, play Pelucranos, kill Wandering Emperor. Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. And Teferi goes up. No, you don't mulligan to them Nykthos. You usually need to mulligan to a 1-drop, some amount of lands, and That's about it. Everything else in your deck is pretty replacement value, and it all does similar things. At least as far as I'm concerned. Also, you have 4 Cavaliers, 4 Oath of Nissas to dig you to Nykthos, so you don't need to like search for Nykthos quite as aggressively as it might otherwise seem. That's actually a very good draw for us here. Because now when we kill this Cavalier, it won't get anything back, and it eats 2 storms. Oh, yeah, it eats 2 storms. Beautiful, beautiful. They get to kill Teferi, though, which is not nice, but it is what it is. We're just waiting. We're just trying to draw cards here. Eventually we'll get to things we need. Hopefully they just, like, jam this Pelucranos. Alright, so Battle of the Teferis. I'm shocked they didn't just, like... Oh. That's a good last card to have. Kind of rude. Kind of rude, opponent. Well, I kind of rude. Yeah, Counterspell would have gone a long way for us at some point. I got Pithing Needle? There's no way you just Needle Teferi here. There's no way. What if we ever draw a Farewell? Layer on 2? Sure. They're just gonna try and 7 us, and then they're gonna kill Teferi. Okay. Are they gonna layer the castle? Or Needle the castle? Sure. Wandering Emperor, sure. You got it. Well, push will come in handy later, I suppose. We're not in a great way. Because this Karn's gonna get something rude, I'm sure. We could still cast the Farewell through a Godbearer statue. Oh. Three Kioras down, 1, 2 Cavaliers. Get the Chain Veil, yeah. Got it. Don't have nearly enough devotion for that to kill us quite yet, but I appreciate the effort. Yeah. Yeah. You got it. We've activated the Chain Veil. Now what? Sure. Yeah. Cycle. Okay. At least no liquid metal in Pioneer? True. There's no actual Mycos and Lattice or liquid metal. Which is nice. They have 4 devotion. Almost enough to be able to go infinite here. They have much more they can probably go. Yeah. Plus. you have lost? Okay. Value activated. Got it. And over there, opponent? They're just taking game actions. I respect it. Seek Chariot, sure. Sure. Good one. First isn't a bad one. This. Alright, you're up. We're just vibing. We're in the Esper control hole here. On a storm, sure. Good over there. They hit a land. Should do it now. Untap this. 3, 6, 7. Oh, 7. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. If they know 7 will untap into 5 into 12. Yeah, I think 7 to 3. Tap here, untap here. Comes 8 at 1 up each time. Yeah. Thing good. Oh. Yeah. Infinite life. I don't have a graveyard, so they can't mill us out. Oh, they do have a land. They could. Yeah, eventually they get there. You need your clock to be a little bit better. We didn't have any actual threat pressure. Kept answering their threats, but we didn't have any threat to back up. In life, they can search out every card in their deck. See how they choose to kill us. I want to be quick about it. They just untap the lair at some point in this chain. Yeah, Kiora now also just makes it infinitely easier. Effect. Oh. Lair. Hit Nykthos. Opponent is in the choose random game actions position. Eventually they'll just stand up the Slayer. Maybe they won't. Could always go get a Trader Vault, black mana, mill us out. Ah, Godpharaoh statue to protect. I don't know what we were gonna do for, but it's technically available. Fire it back up. I think yes. All right, put this in tapped. All right, we'll shock, even though it makes our mana a little awkward. Healthy deck for Pioneer. Everybody loves mono green. Oh yeah. Even if we hold up the fatal push there, we were dead last game by every metric humanly possible. There was no way out once they had infinite everything. Nice. Now we can have the Wandering Emperor next turn. Alright, well, we're gonna counter whatever big, massive thing they play here. I saw your Karn coming. Getting in there, we chipping in. I mean, I would trade. It's a good one, too. Alright, you're up. We've got the 1 damage train coming in hot. Well, the first turn they do nothing, we get to drop this Wandering Emperor for free. What do you got for me, opponent? Well, this is game 3, right? Not mistaken. Pretty sure this game. Foretell this so that we have a little bit more wiggle room later if we get tight on mana. Alright, this game is feeling pretty good, though we do need to close the game out before we run out of counter spells. We'd love a Teferi or another counter spell or any kind of draw card. Oath's gonna resolve, because there's a lot of things they can get off Oath we don't care about. We'd rather they find something and counter that. Oak Growth Troll is fine. Not great for us, but fine. We can work around it. Oh, they had something hiding. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. This Wandering Emperor is gonna bite the dust. I want to do this. Actually, I think I'm gonna just plus on this for this turn. Now we can block here, kill this, keep the Wandering Emperor alive. Just keep threatening them. Go to combat. Just ship with this. Kill that. Wandering Emperor remains alive. Us. Another Old Growth Troll. Last one was fine, this one's gotta be fine, right? That's how that works. Now we could Verdict if we want to. Push doesn't hurt us. I could exile this and kill this if I wanted to. I think we're just gonna get in for 3. Let Wandering Emperor die. Probably kill the Old Growth Troll with Fatal Push. This and this. Ooh. They made a mistake. Sending just the token at Wandering Emperor means we can easily just take 4 and then exile the troll now. They're in trouble. They need to send both here. 6 mana. Storm is gonna have to get countered. Alright. Our shields are mostly down. Draw a counter spell, that'd be ideal. We don't. Exile this. Now we get to attack for half their life total. We're down a lot of mana, is the big thing here. Yeah. Get to eat their 2/2 in exchange for the Wandering Emperor. Ooh, no attacks. That's not good for them. Another 2/2, sure. It's not gonna do what you need it to. Plus onto here. These are both lethal, so they can double block here. Get to kill, yeah, Wolf, double block, they go to 2. Or double block like that also works. Have to chump block. I think they're supposed to double block this and jump this, maybe? Uh, Decided to die? Okay. I mean, I guess. Alright. Take it. Alright, everybody. I'm going to call it a day for now. I'm going to be back at 6 p.m. Eastern today. So in about 3 hours, we're going to be doing a sponsored stream with TCG Showdown. So be sure to hang out. We'll do a little bit of magic before the stream at 7 to 9 is the actual showdown. But be sure to come join me at 6. We'll fire it back up. So I'll be back in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Gonna send you over to see who's streaming right now. He's kicking around. Send you over to James. Appreciate y'all hanging out. And like I said, I'll be back around 6 p.m. Eastern, about 3 hours from now. Catch y'all later. Appreciate you watching.